UPN, your community news and events network. This three-part series explores the allegations of neglect and improprieties of housing authorities. The focus of today's program is the Statesville Housing Authority in Statesville, North Carolina, and their FSS program.
Okay. I joined this program in 2015. My goal was to become a nurse. That was my first goal. But with the kids and taking steps very slowly in school, I changed my goals to just anything in the medical profession. Because I know that's what I was working for. I got my CNA, I got my medical office, administration, and then I stepped into the...
And from what I understand, and like I said, I've been out on medical leave. So from what I'm hearing, and I thank God that I made a good rapport with y'all because I hear a lot. So what I'm hearing is they are actually, wherever you became full-time at, they're gonna give you 6 months of that full-time money, and then they're taking you out of the program. This is a binding contract.
Yeah, with that. I started this program full-time.
Me too.
Me too. I did too.
Right.
I worked, and I wasn't even in there 5 years. I think I was in there maybe 2 or 3, but I didn't like what they did. And so I was like, yeah, I went out. When I started, I had the goals already in place for that. They didn't like how I did that though, but I read. I did the way I wanted to do it. I worked for the school system, so I went in during the summer when I didn't have that much money, so all of the money that I'm supposed to give to y'all, it comes back to me when I start school. But I got out, and it took a while for Michelle, started with Michelle, she had to sit down because it wasn't rolling fast enough for me. But when I got out July of this year. No one ever said anything to me about full-time employment or anything like that.
That's because they just made that up a few months ago.
I think I'm the reason why they made that up, but
I was in the program, what was it, 2012, Miss Shirley, is that when I started? I was recruited into the program by Zelda, what's her last name?
Turner.
Zelda Turner. Our appointment was made for me. I was not asked. Appointment was made for me to come see Zelda. That's when Isaac was at the police station up there at the train station. I came in, she said, we want to talk to you because we've seen that you pay your rent on time, there's no problems, and you're working full time. We want to put you in this program. This program is the FSS program. This program, you're in it for 5 years. You set goals. Money goes into this account for you for whatever you pay in your rent, certain amount of money. She didn't tell me how much. She said a certain amount of money comes from your rent, goes into this account for you. After all your goals are done within this 5 years, at the end of the 5 years, you get all your money back that's put into this account to do whatever you want to do with it.
yes,
That's brand new, that's a book.
yeah.
When I did everything I was supposed to do within 3 years, all my goals were set and done within 3 years. My last goal was to purchase a home for me and my children. When it was time for that to happen, because I was blessed, God sent me somebody who looked after me, and I got a brand new house from ground up, built just for me and my kids. When it was time for me to go into closing, they wanted to keep prolonging. I had to keep going through these classes that I've done several times because they didn't want to give me my money because they didn't help me get my house. When they finally gave me my money, and I knew it wasn't the right amount, but I was ready to get away from housing before. I took my money, I went and closed the same day I closed. I called them and told them, I just closed on my house, I don't need you no more. Please take me off your Section 8 list. And I hung up, and I emailed them the same thing. Done. I'm paying mortgage for my home. You know what I'm saying? That is bogus. That is not part of the contract. They just made that up a couple of months ago because And I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm Andrea Shuford. I'm kind of the reason why all this got started. Because
She's the first person that stood up.
I came out and started talking because I'm not scared of any of it. Me and Shirley were inside. We worked inside. We were working. I was maintenance. I was in maintenance. I was the maintenance girl. That's who you heard. The way they treat their employees, the same way they treat y'all. It's like a bully-like situation. You have no say-so. You have to do exactly what she wants you to do, Darba Scaff. Exactly what she wants you to do, and that's it. She even sent an email out one time that we could, anything that she scheduled or Housing Authority scheduled, our employees had to be there, whether we were out for whatever. No, because you don't control my time when I'm out. It was stuff like that. And people were, she intimidated a lot of people. If she was intimidated by you, she got rid of it. If you found out some stuff that was going on, she got rid of it. That's why Thea Green's not here. That's why Dorita's not here. They found out that there was a program in there, they were doing, was a Ross program. There was a grant that they could use $10,000 to help people get transportation back and forth to work, to help them buy clothes for interviews. They asked about where the money was. They had a meeting maybe on a Tuesday, and everybody was talking. That Friday, they got a letter saying they were terminated when they got home. Okay? If she is intimidated by you, she got rid of you. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna shut up. When I was working for Tar Heel Maintenance, we were contracted to do maintenance for Housing Authority. So, because she didn't see how he was progressing. She thought he was making too much money. She didn't want to renew his contract. That's why maintenance is in-house now. They want to put it all back in-house. So, but now she's spending more money. She's spending a whole lot more money. When y'all got letters saying stuff, Tar Heel Maintenance was charging y'all, that was not Tar Heel Maintenance. That was Housing Authority. Tar Heel Maintenance did not charge anything to any of y'all. Everything was charged from Housing Authority, Statesville Housing Authority. Everything was bought with their accounts. Everything. They charged y'all for any and everything they could. And then they put it saying Tar Heel Maintenance. Nope. They told us that we had a list of what to charge. It was in their system.
I went to the house before she came in charge of it. I own a salon, and I told them that I want to help anybody become self-sufficient. Do their hair, do their makeup. If I gotta help you get some clothes, let me do it. Because that's what it's all about, helping each other.
Right.
Okay, so then when she got in charge, became head of housing, we would have meetings. And I guess they didn't like what I said is because you want them to come off a house. Because as long as you own housing, they can control everything you're doing. They didn't like that either. Regardless of what, I gotta help. And that's why I'm here. I wanna help. So then me and Chris got together, we were doing a fashion show. All right? I did everything I'm doing, I don't want to charge nobody. Let me give back. They didn't like that either. Because it was one meeting we had, and they could get a grant for me doing what I'm doing. Sent me the email, I'm not signing it because I'm not charged. So now why are you gonna give money for something I'm doing for free?
Because for one, they was gonna use that money for them. Like
I already know that.
Like
I already know
they
that.
doing.
I already know it.
My name is Renee. I've been with Housing Authority for July the 15th of this year coming will be 11 years. I moved in when my son was 7 months old. I moved into a 2-bedroom. I was there for 7 years. I didn't know, I wasn't even working. I didn't work for 3 years before I did. When I did start working, I was looking for a job that came to me. Same thing they was telling you. They wanted me to join the program. I have so much potential. They want to help me. They actually did help me do a mock interview. I actually did get a job. I had the job. So when you started, my rent was at 0 then. And each year, whatever you have in rent is supposed to be put into that account. So I started out at 0 the first year. The second year, my rent was 104. The third year, I ended up getting an extended year because, like her, I had life situations going on. My mom got cancer, my dad got cancer. This year, my mom actually died, which is gonna tie into my story with the whole fact of how they treat me as a tenant. Okay, let me back it up. So I was in a program, my rent was 104 the second year, 304 the third year, 405 the fifth year, and the sixth year because I had to get it extended because I was at the point, like you, I was tired of it. I got a son in school, I'm pregnant. I asked for a 3-bedroom, they told me I can't get no 3-bedroom regardless of the fact that I have a 5-year-old son and I'm about to have a daughter. That's 2 different genders, 2 different age ranges. They told me that they could not do that. So in the middle of my pregnancy, I got depressed. Like I said, my mama got cancer. They ended up, Be Green, ended up coming knocking on my door at 8 a.m. You know, they don't open up till 9 a.m. Tell me, hey Renee, I see that you've been on your job now for going on 5 years. You pay your rent on time, which is correct. And we feel like you deserve a 3-bedroom. It's just right across the street. When you get off work today, you can come by and I'll show you the apartment. If you don't want it, it's fine. We'll try to place you somewhere else. Cool. I got off work because at the time I worked with her and her. They know RHA. I worked there faithfully. As soon as I got off work, it was actually 4:30. You know, they close at 5. She forgot that I was coming. When I went in there, I'm explaining to her, you told me this morning to come by here. I would check out the apartment. Okay, she had already terminated my lease for my 2-bedroom and already started my paperwork for the 3-bedroom. So I'm like, okay, you know, maybe she's doing me a favor. It was a Wednesday. She explained to me that if I take this apartment, I'll have 3 days to transfer apartments, which it was directly across the street. So I literally took me and my 2 kids at the time. My son was 7, my daughter was 2, and I took my things and literally moved from across the street. Okay, so I got brand new furniture because I'm feeling myself. They done moved me. I done upgraded a little bit. Okay, so they moved me to a 3-bedroom. I don't know about anybody else, but when you get new furniture, you want to sleep on it, get real comfy on it. So for like maybe 3 weeks, I slept in the living room. So I'm like telling the kids, we got to get situated in your bedrooms and stuff because this is our new home now. We got to get used to this because we ain't going nowhere for a while. I go to move my kids in the bed that I just literally moved from across the street, whole lot of full-grown bed bugs.
No.
On my beds. On my beds. Now, I ain't been here that long now. I just lived in this 2-bedroom for 7 years. I ain't seen a roach. I might have had a couple crickets when it rained. A couple of them little, you know, flying roaches or whatever. Cool. I even had a frog one time. I'll accept that. Right. Okay? Whole lot of bed bugs. I called Housing Authority. I'm freak out because I just said, hey, I lived in the projects. I done had roaches. And I vowed that I'm not in my mama's house and I don't have to deal with it. I'm not going to deal with it. But bed bugs, I can get in trouble with the school system. Y'all can put me out if I brought them, but these was already here.
Exactly.
I took pictures. I called Miss Kathy. I'm like, Miss Kathy, I'm freaking out. I got bed bugs in here. Y'all gonna have to put me in an apartment and come and treat this tomorrow, cause I cannot. So she did. She put me in a hotel room for one night. I was supposed to, huh?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Kathy, the light skinned real one.
Yeah.
With the blonde T-box haircut. Yeah. She told me, because I asked them because they were supposed to come the next day, that morning. They didn't come. It was summertime already. So they didn't ever come till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You was my neighbor then because I was freaking out. They came back, he treated it for 5 hours. So here it is in the dead middle of the summer now because I moved in April. They didn't come out till the beginning of June to do this now. To treat it, and this is when they was with Termex. Termex came out and they called me. I was at work. I left somebody at my house because I knew they was coming. Termex tells them, the person that left there, babysitting my kids, who moved you in this apartment? Because this apartment was on our bed bugs list for severe bed bugs.
No.
I've been in the neighborhood for already 7 to 8 years now. I
Wow.
noticed that the neighbor had been gone, but I'm not a nosy neighbor. I'm not gonna ask her why she moved out, what she moved out for. That's none of my business. I know that that apartment was empty for almost 9 months. The bed bug people told me that bed bugs stay alive for 360 days, 5 days short of a year without eating. So they just sit in the walls and
Just
crevices,
waiting,
just
just
waiting for
waiting.
you to lay down. When
To
I
bite
moved
you
my
inside.
stuff in, because I had the old bed already, it had our sweat and our residue, so that's what made them come out and get on the bed. It was waiting for me to put myself or my children in the bed. They came and treated it. The Termex people said that they were supposed to come out 3 times to check to make sure that they were gone. Nobody ever came back. I ended up getting bed bugs again because they never came back. They did heat treat it again, but it was with the Gregory Company, and now that's who does the bed bugs and shit. Oops, excuse my mouth. That's who does the bed bugs. But I ended up having to throw out my son's bed. I ended up having to pay $1,200 for brand new beds. I never take the plastic off my furniture now. Me and my kids will sweat till we move the F up out of there.
And if that place was empty for 9 months, it was offline.
Check this out.
That
It gets
was
better.
offline.
It gets better, boo. It gets better. So not only did they come treat the bed bugs the second time, and here to this day I haven't seen any, I ended up catching, I thought I was catching one mouse. I caught Mickey, Minnie, all everybody, Speedy. I caught a total of 18 mice in my apartment before I got catch. I have a cat now. I had a cat now. And now they're threatening to charge me $250 for a pet fee. Whenever there was pets in my apartment before I moved in.
Wait a minute. Okay, let's talk one at a time so I can make sure I get everybody.
Not during the process, like I said, because I've been with the housing authority this whole time. Let me get back to the program. Okay, during the program, they wanted me to help me get my credit, so I'm doing all of these classes. I got my credit together, which I ain't owe nothing but a good hot $2,000. That ain't nothing. Okay, so I checked that. So as I'm checking my credit report, now I ain't never lived nowhere else. I got 2 judgments on my credit from housing authority. I ain't never been put out. I have been to court 2 times. One time was for $27. The other time was for $500. It is because I told them, please give me an extra week or 2 to help, because I have to help my mama pay her cancer stuff. She didn't have no Medicaid. So you know what they told me? You need to pay your priorities first. You need to pay where you stay first and then help people.
No compassion.
That's exactly what they told me. So
I wanna ask something though. Did anybody ever remember getting any interest on your?
That's another thing I was getting ready to say. I never got a paper saying how much interest I was supposed to get. And then I was one of the ones that had the highest check. I had $19,000. That wasn't including the interest. I just don't have time to really sit there. My mama just passed away this May. I told them that my mama passed away. I had a part-time job working 3 days. I was getting a $63 check one week and $163 the next week. Please tell me how my rent is $500 and my mama just passed away and I ain't worked in 3 weeks. Then gonna tell me when I did pay the money that, because it was, the first was on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so the 3rd was the Monday, and I went up there and I'm like, matter of fact, I went up there, it was the 6th. She gonna tell me, because we only have 5 days to pay our rent, that's a lie. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like, when I paid on the 6th, I still got the late fee. How?
They're closed on
How?
Fridays.
Now let's get on this. Now let's get on this. Not to mention that issue, I have been in this new apartment, the 3-bedroom with the bed bugs and the mice, for going on 4 years now. I have passed every single inspection that I ever had, and I got holes in my wall in my living room and in my bedroom that has been there since the day that I moved there. They said they was gonna come fix it after I moved in. They never did fix it. I got pictures. It's still right there. How am I passing inspection? And you got to check the sockets and the windows. You see this big hole right here. How am I passing inspection?
Because the people that they have doing, they don't know what.
I had a letter from my daughter's doctor saying to them to professionally clean the apartment because my daughter is a highly allergic to pet dander, which at the time, we was living with the mice and I didn't know we was living with the mice. She's allergic to pet dander, mold, and ragweed and, environmental allergies. Okay, so I gave them that letter. They sent me a letter because the doctor asked them to professionally clean my apartment. They sent me a letter talking about the cleanliness of my apartment is up to me. And that the only thing that they could do is to change the air filters.
They don't even do that.
Okay, so you ain't changed the air filters since I've been in here.
They don't even do that.
Okay, so now my daughter's still sick, so if she die in here, then what?
And that's still, they don't.
But you want me to pay my rent on time? I'm gonna add no to it, like I said, I got around for maybe about a month before my mama died. My mama died in May. A month before my mama died, I went around to the neighborhood, to everybody in the neighborhood, giving them pieces of paper that I bought myself and pencils, and I told them, I asked them, write down what is wrong with your apartment, whether they fixed it or not, whether they fixed it right, how long it took them to fix it. Write down your positive input on it. Write down what you think we should do about this neighborhood because there's nothing for the kids to do. They let an outsider burn our park down for the third time and never gave us one back. We've been out without a park. They took the basketball court, which wasn't even burnt. They took everything. So the kids is out there wandering. You wonder why they bad and don't want to do nothing because they ain't got nothing to do. The little kids don't have anything to do. They have no programs. I went around to all of the neighbors. A lot of them were hesitant and still hesitant because they are scared that they're gonna get put out. I live in Buffalo, so on the third road, it's a lot of older people. They cater to them. Anything you fix, they own it. They have people to come and take their trash to the front when the trash people come, but you don't do everybody else like that. The third street, the older people have no issues. But everybody else have major issues, but they scared to say something because they scared they're gonna get put out.
Now, this is what to everybody, what y'all need to do for residents who are scared, you need to school them because this is what Housing Authority is planning. They are planning, okay, they're getting rid of HUD. HUD is state funded, I think.
It's government funded, and as long as they got that, like I was trying to tell the tenants, they're government funded. So we are supposed to pay a certain percentage of rent, and whatever is left is supposed to be the government.
Yeah.
So whether we pay that 30, 20%, how much percent, they're still getting paid by the government, so there's no reason for them not to come and fix whatever.
School them on this. Because I understand people scared because they feel like they're gonna get put out. But like you said, right now it's HUD. They're getting ready to get rid of HUD and they're getting ready to go into another one called, what is it, Shirley? RAD. So that means Statesville Housing Authority is getting ready to be a great big realtor company. So that means everybody that's in the projects or public housing, whatever you want to call it, right now, they get ready to have to pay for real rent. They get ready to have to pay that for real rent.
Well, they still have grant money from the federal government, though.
Yes, they do.
No, when they turn to
But
RAD.
it's a new law getting ready to take place, so
No,
they said
they
about
get ready
5
to
or 6
get rid
years
of
ago
it.
that
Okay.
it would be no more based on income, everything going flat for each department, they said about 10 years, about 5 years, 5
But
or 6.
that's what they're getting ready to do.
But
Oh,
you can
it's a
see what
meeting
they're
with
doing on
Darby
the
too.
outside.
Darby-
Yeah, you can see
Yeah,
that,
you gotta pay attention because they're buying all kind of stuff. They buying all kind of houses and they redoing them. And see, you gotta pay attention. That what they're trying to do. And Shirley schooled me on this because I was blind to it. I seen what they were buying up all this stuff. And I'm like, they just trying to make some money. What that Darla is helping the city of Statesville to push us back. Exactly.
Gentrification.
Exactly.
That's what it's called.
Helping the city of
Right.
Statesville to
what it's
push
called.
us
Gentrification.
back. Exactly.
UPN, your community news and events network.